don't know what this is all about. I mean, they've been telling me that I need to kind of get in my spot a little more. I tend to want to hog too much of the camera. Brian said, be sure to show up and stand in the middle of the red X and go ahead and film segment 1. So I guess this is me practicing for blocking. Am I in? Am I good? All right, good. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OVW Overdrive. I'm your host, Dancing Stevie J. We got a huge show lined up. I'm weirded out about the X. I don't like this. I feel like I need to be all over the place. You know what I mean? Here we go. This is better. This is good television, right? Okay, first up, we've got Luscious Lawrence versus William Lutz. Ooh, a quarter. Did you mean to drop that, man?
Did you get hit? I mean,
get hit with what?
You're clearly fine.
Yeah, sure. Hey, not only am I fine, I found a quarter.
Great. Check out William Lutz facing off against the Luscious Lawrence with Hollywood Haley J.
Check it out.
Pretty good, Brian. And look at this, I'm even better because the Luscious one is in the house.
Now, not only the Luscious one, his side piece of the week, Hollywood Haley J.
Can we say that?
I have asked permission, and this is what Luscious Lawrence told me to call her. Now, we have seen Lawrence come down recently with Mr. Dylan McQueen. Dylan had business elsewhere, over in Luscious Town, so he has employed his side piece of the week, a Miss Haley J.
That is unbelievable, unbelievable. But I will say this side piece, a little bit different from his other side piece. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that at all, Mr. Cormish. Now, you have to also think, you and I are not each other's typical side piece. We usually have a curly-haired counterpart here. So this is a little bit different. First time you and I doing this in the booth together.
Don't call me your side piece, Brian. It's okay.
We'll discuss that. We'll talk about that. See how it goes.
Look at this. Hollywood Haley J. We've seen her a few times here in OVW. She's got a nasty streak. We know that.
Bit of a nasty streak. She likes to call herself Bougetto, and she is the daughter of OVW veteran Amazing Maria. You have to think she's taught her some tricks of the trade.
Well, and here we go right here. One of my favorite dark horses in all of OVW. I love William Lutz.
You can call him the dark horse if you want. I'd like to call him the resident madman of OVW. New pants. I gotta say, I do like these new pants.
And look at the sweet, sweet denim from William Lutz.
Bully indeed, William Lutz. Bully indeed. Now, William Lutz has spent the last few months getting in arguably the best shape of his life, and you can tell that he's proud of it coming to the ring without his trademark shirt this week.
Absolutely, and we're ready for a great match here. I tell you what, I've been impressed with Luscious Lawrence lately. He has been racking up some big wins, and, well, of course, that little swiveling has something to do with it.
Now, I don't know how much his hips have contributed to his wins, but Luscious Lawrence has had a very impressive showing since we came back to live action. In
His hips don't lie, Brian. His hips don't lie.
I think that might be Shakira, Eric. I think about
Oh, my goodness.
Big slam from Luscious Lawrence. Woo! That doesn't lie either, Eric. William Lutz knows the truth of that move.
He picks him up for another one. Look at the power. Hey, as I've said many, many times, all of the, side piece. Getting a little kiss there.
Oh, getting a little side kiss on the cheek.
Well, as I was saying, you know what? You see all of this movement, all of this flamboyance from Luscious Lawrence. Don't let it fool you, man. Don't let it fool you, because he is a beast in the ring.
Now, you are not wrong. Now, Luscious Lawrence does obviously have the power advantage in this, but Lutz has the unpredictability that, like you said, makes him the dark horse that you cannot count out. You don't know where William Lutz has come from, left, right, underneath you. You just don't know.
You don't know, and he is not afraid to change up his game to, to face whatever opponent he's up against.
Game? I don't think William Lutz has a game. He reminds me of a beast that acts on instinct.
Well, here he goes up to the top rope. Well, he's going to walk that rope. Uh-oh, Haley J.
Old school there, but yeah, Haley J stops him in his tracks.
Whoa! Oh! One side of the ring to the other. There's the power of Luscious Lawrence. But no,
William Lutz, the wind just drove out of him. Lawrence playing to the crowd a little bit, feeling confident. You got to think, his side piece here, Miss Hollywood Haley J, instilling him with a little more confidence this week.
Absolutely. He better not play to the crowd too much with Lutz. Like you said, unpredictability. He could catch one on you pretty quick. Oh, my gosh. Hot shot across the top rope.
William Lutz had that midsection work for a second there. Now had his throat dropped across that top rope. Lutz just can't breathe at this point. Lawrence is taking it out of him.
Well, he needs to follow up while he's got that air knocked out of him. That's how you pick up a win, because you can't kick out if you can't breathe, Brian.
More swiveling there. Oh! Big neck breaker. Lawrence takes Lutz to the ground. Lawrence in firm control of this match, Eric.
Absolutely, and he, again, playing to the crowd. Uh-oh, look at this. That's for
That
you.
was for us. That was for us. Hey, okay. Oh,
Here it comes, the big glutes.
oh,
Bam!
juicy booty bump.
Of course, Luscious Lawrence considers that one of his best features. Not only does it look good, according to some people, but it hurts too.
You know why Lawrence likes to call his butt juice, right?
His what? Excuse me.
He likes to call his butt juicy because it's
okay.
always been freshly squeezed,
Good.
apparently.
Well, it
Oh,
may be
oh
by,
no, oh
Uh-oh.
no, not the buns.
It got freshly squeezed there by the turnbuckle.
Oh my gosh, hope there's not a bruise. Those are insured for $250,000 each, as I understand it.
And now to the other moneymaker, his face, a big boot. Lutz. Oh, eat the feet to the face.
Lutz, right, yeah, foot right to the moneymaker of Luscious Lawrence. Now Lawrence reeling a bit loose, trying to get a little momentum back here.
Took a big bite of some soul food right there. Lutz is now in control.
Lutz now feeling confident. He's got Lawrence reeling. Oh, but never mind. Lawrence reverses it. Lutz up and over. Oh, big crossbody.
Crossbody. He's got to go for this cover. Oh, Lawrence back up. Scoop, slam, baby. No! It's the Michinoku driver, yeah.
There we go. Let's talk about it, sir. That was the Michinoku driver, and now Luscious Lawrence is reeling, gasping for air. Hollywood Haley James desperately trying to get Lawrence back into this.
Lutz trying for the big moonsault. Wait a minute.
Oh, that side piece causing some trouble over here. William Luce distracted.
What are they talking about here? Another kiss blown to Lutz. I don't think he's very interested in that. Look at that. Uh-oh.
Lawrence catches him.
Look at that power.
Lutz took a little bit too much
He
time.
came up from one knee and brought him up, and a big power slam. You know what that usually leads to, Brian?
Oh, I do indeed, Eric. I think we are about to get a taste of that big, sweet, juicy, wet splash.
But before that, we need a little swivel. Look out, Lutz. Bam! There it is.
Up and down, up and down. That's how Lawrence likes to go, and he
Three
picked
count.
up the win.
Here's your winner, Luscious Lawrence.
Luscious staying on that winning streak. I'm telling you what, he has got to be moving up for a title shot here eventually.
Luscious Lawrence is definitely making his presence known here in OVW, extending his stable of friends or cohorts or side pieces of the week. Who what's next for Luscious Lawrence? Time will tell, but the future for this man is as bright as the grease on his chest.
Our number one priority in life is the protection of our loved ones and ourselves. We at Comprehensive Health and Wellness are here to help. During these challenging and uncertain times, Comprehensive Health and Wellness can supply you with the personal protection equipment you need for you and your loved ones to feel more secure. Go to chw.care or call 800-963-7066 to get yours today. That's chw.care or 800-963-7066.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
So he didn't hit you at all. The ladder didn't even like graze you, maybe give you a little rug burn scratch.
The ladder?
The ladder that literally just fell behind you. Well, that's good. No, that's good because who would want you to be if that ladder hit you? It would have hurt. It would've hurt you
I can't believe that. I didn't even notice that there was a ladder in the ring.
That would
But
physically hurt you as much as I was emotionally hurt last week when I thought I won the OVW Women's title, and when you played that mean little joke on me, that would have.
oh, I was just ribbing you, kid.
That
Don't worry
would've
about it.
been terrible for you to have been hurt and feel that sort of pain. Who would want that?
You were crying, but I thought that was kind of, an act for the show.
Crying is a strong term.
You were weeping.
The lights were turned off and the dust came down from it. That's not important. But I'm sure no one was trying to make you cry with that ladder. That was just, production stuff's being left around. Mary's just irresponsible. You should be ashamed of yourself, Mary.
Thanks, Mary.
Anyway, we got a huge, huge match for you starting out Overdrive. Well, not starting Overdrive. Number two. Number 2 is the biggest one. Who knew? All right. Huge, huge match. We got Brian Pillman Jr. facing off against OVW newcomer Justin. Kyle, check it out. So didn't touch you at all.
No, not at all.
A little wind burn from it or anything.
biggest rising superstars, not only in OVW, but all over the world. And his opponent coming out right now.
That's right, we got Justin Kyle making his OVW debut. Collegiate football athlete, former MMA star specialized in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Eric. This man is a force to be reckoned with.
Big fella right here, and he was a football standout in the state of Minnesota. But we will see what he does against a guy who knows a little something about football himself. Matter of fact, his father was an NFL football player and a professional wrestler.
Oh my goodness, Justin Kyle is a formidable specimen of a human. Sorry, I got distracted there.
Yeah, so did I, man. That was a big growl from the big fella.
And his opponent, Brian Pillman Jr.
All right, bulletproof Brian Pillman Jr. Eric coming out here with arguably one of his biggest feats to accomplish here in OVW, toppling a Justin Kyle.
Absolutely, and the crowd loves him. He has been just on the top of his game. He is definitely one of the top contenders for the OVW Championship. He's already taken Tony Gunn to the limit, I'm telling you. This guy is just amazing.
Not just took Tony to the limit, forced Tony to stoop to dastardly deeds to hold on to that title. Brian Pillman, you gotta think, still has in the back of his head that he wants another shot. Oh, Justin Kyle, though, just attacks Brian Pillman Jr. from behind. Justin Kyle, head full of steam here. You gotta think he wants to.
Look
Oh,
at
my God!
Talk about that MMA background. There you go, a big throw.
Big belly-to-belly suplex. Justin Kyle has Brian Pillman Jr. reeling already.
Splash in the corner, and he knew he had to take it to Pillman early.
Oh my! Wow! Back-to-back belly-to-back suplexes. Eric, Brian Pillman Jr. is really okay. There we go. Brian Pillman Jr. up and over. Oh!
The speed taking over for the power right there. Nice little super kick.
Justin Kyle came out like a house of fire, Eric, and you got to think this would be a huge win for him to upset Brian Pillman Jr. in his debut match.
Absolutely. You know, there's territories, there's companies all over the country. They're just vying to sign Brian Pillman Jr. right now, and OVW wants to be that one to keep him right here and win that belt.
As the tradition says, Brian Pillman is making the towns.
Oh
Pillman!
my
Gosh!
Shades of his father, the loose cannon.
For such a big, bulky, muscular guy, Brian Pillman moves like a cruiserweight.
Absolutely he does, but talking about big and bulky, he's going to have a hard time getting Justin Kyle up in the suplex here.
Now this match, you can tell neither of these guys want to give an inch because this match means a lot to both. Brian Pillman still only match he has lost against Tony Gunn, so he wants to stay on that title hunt, wants that win. Justin Kyle wants a big win over a big name like Brian Pillman Jr.
Got him up, and looks like he's going for a power bomb, but Pillman fights out of it.
Looks like both men just struggling to breathe at this point, trying to figure out what the next move is.
Oh!
Looks like the next move is a big old chop.
Oh, another one.
Woo! I heard that one back in Minnesota.
He's putting a few new tattoos on the big man.
Big forearm. Brian Pillman gets Justin Kyle off his feet for him. Was that the first time this match we've seen Kyle on the mats?
It is very, it might be one of the first times, if not the first. Look at this. Pillman all the way up to the top.
This is America.
1, 2, 3.
Big win.
Here's your winner, Brian Pillman Jr.
Brian, he jumped all the way to the top rope in one leap.
That happened so fast, I wasn't able to take it in. Sorry, guys, we would have called that, but it was too fast. Brian Pillman Jr. picking up the impressive win here over Justin Kyle. Huge win for Brian Pillman Jr. You got to imagine he's back on that title hunt here.
Yeah, look at it, right on his face. He says, I got you, and now I'm going after Tony Gunn in the OVW Championship. Looking forward to seeing more from Bryan Pillman Jr., more of Overdrive coming up.
Have you ever had the dream of being a part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment? Take action and make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling, the birthplace of legends such as John Cena, Batista, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, The Miz, and many, many more. Will you be the next name to be added to that impressive list? Go to ASWA Live now for more information. Learn the right way.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Then get on board with the Tax Admiral and let us steer your way to financial freedom.
Helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, are facing an audit, a lien, or levy, then call me right away. You're in charge with the Tax Admiral. Call me now for your free emergency consultation.
Call 855-898-0188.
Folks, welcome back to OVW Overdrive. Bryan Kennison along with the Reverend of the Restraining Order, Stephen Johnson.
That is, I like the alliteration.
Yep.
I do.
And I think I give people a little bit of your backstory that they don't quite know about yet. Until that expose hits.
That is, it's derogatory, and I feel that it's a bit misleading.
Speaking of derogatory and misleading, this past Tuesday, Adam Revolver had another press conference because he wanted to get everybody on the same page. We're in this and we're in this together. But somebody wasn't a fan. Didn't we hear what he had to say this week? Check out who showed up.
I will make sure that next week there absolutely will not be an episode 1100.
That's true. This place needs to be condemned. That is absolutely true.
Dustin Jackson's music head. What's he got to do with this? What's he doing?
To make sure we have an 1100th episode, Steven.
Come on now.
You have no business out here.
Adam, it's funny that you say that because actually I didn't screw everything up. Because episode 1100 is happening. Because I talked to Dean Hill. And next week, it's me and you, buddy.
You can't do that. You have no authority to do that.
I can do that.
Well,
what happens if I don't show up?
You're fired.
Dean told you I'm fired if I don't show up.
That's what he said.
Oh, well, let me tell you something, buddy. You have no idea how much pain you just signed yourself up for. You are so screwed.
No, actually, you're screwed because I tested positive.
What?
Positive for kicking your ass.
Oh, come on. Whoa. 6 feet apart. Come on. Get out of there, Adam. You don't have to deal with this.
Dustin Jackson, Adam Revolver backing down.
It's all right, Adam. We will get through this. We will get through this together.
You heard it, folks. Next week, episode 1100. Dustin Jackson versus Adam Revolver. If Revolver doesn't show up, he's fired.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hits him from behind.
I taught him that move. I taught him that move.
I think he caught a little bit of that chair. Now, Adam Revolver, make sure he gets more of that chair. Oh, Adam Revolver slices to the back of Dustin Jackson.
He doesn't seem to be considerate of any of the 6-foot social distancing rules right now, does he?
Right there's a little preview of what you're going to see next week. Dustin Jackson has no idea what he just signed up for.
Okay, Steve. So now we just talked about Adam Revolver and being safe and stuff. Sanitary. You want a little hand sanitizer? You want a little splashy there? You know, just rub that in nice and good.
God, that's a lot.
So I promise it's not glue. So I wouldn't do that because your hands would get stuck together. And you're a hairy man, so you get the hair stuck in there and you're not. It's not glue.
Oh, man, hand sanitizers these days smells terrible.
No,
It smells like glue.
What do you? So it's not sticky at all? 'Cause sometimes it's sticky for me.
Well, no, I mean, I just put hand sanitizer on a minute ago. Mary gave me some. It smelled a lot like acetone, but this is,
Acetone.
I mean, it smells bad, but
some of them could
I feel clean.
Some of them that could get through super glue is what Mary gave. Some of the hand sanitizer based on that.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
What's going on?
Nothing. So speaking of fine, this past Tuesday, we also saw the Marvelous couple, Mr. Marvelous and Miss Marvelous, backstage. Donna trying to push Mr. Marvelous into a title match. He was kind of reluctant, but it was kind of spur of the moment.
So yeah, he was in the locker room. Are you gonna be okay?
Let's go on.
All right. So he was in the locker room, Donna by his side, and she's like, "Hey, let's have a match right now." And the thing about the Anarchy title is you can do such a thing. You can pretty much announce a match as long as you got a referee with you. Go ahead and have a match and get it going, and that's what they did.
It's odd you say that though. Didn't even have a referee with them. They took that Anarchy title, make your own stipulation, to the limit. Not only did not Melvin, mind you, Miss Marvelous made the match a first blood match. But then when AJ Daniels, Mr. Marvelous, pointed out we don't have a referee, she said, "Don't worry, problem solver. I'm your special guest referee."
Yeah, I mean, she's licensed to do so, so you can't argue with it. I mean, and there we go.
Well, no, not there we go, Steven, because that is still not where this weird story ended. Then she hit AJ Daniels in the stomach with the pipe, made him bleed internally, and then challenged Mr. Marvelous to an Anarchy title match, saying she earned it by winning that match for him.
You're absolutely right. and I hope that Zero Gravity is okay. The internal injuries look to be pretty severe from the amount of blood that was coming out of him. We hope to hear from him soon. Best of luck to you, AJ Daniels. Get well.
Best of luck to the Marvelous couple with their upcoming match here at 1100. I hope after everything they're going through, they can still stick together, even after competing for a title. No, this is just how it stands now. It's just how it stands.
Are you praying? Is this because of...
Speaking of praying, this past Tuesday, you know who really needed your prayers was Action Ashton Cove and KTD. Now, both very solid competitors in their own right, but Cove and KTD were almost KT dead after the LOB, our OVW Tag Team Champions, got their hands on.
All the thoughts, all the prayers are not going to save the Action Ashton Cove and KTD, the live wire, against the whole Legacy of Brutality, because at no time are you ever going to get just one member. You're going to get the whole damn shebang.
Well, they didn't get the whole LOB. I mean, I wasn't in the match, but that's okay. I mean, you still saw some brutal slams, you saw some brutal chops, and you saw some brutal moves off the top rope. Now, I feel bad for Action Ashton and KTD because, again, fair competitors, I like them both.
But you're praying for them, so it works out.
Thoughts and prayers. But someone answered their prayers and came down to help them out. Check it out.
Over to Cash Flow. Oh my God.
Just up and over.
He just tossed him, and then he tossed him again.
Oh,
Steven,
we've
seen
this
is not
inspired
gonna
from
end well.
Steve Michaels. Hugs
Look
are
out.
brutal.
Oh.
There it is.
Cashflow told me earlier they call that hugs are brutal.
I think we just got an Ashton Cove pancake right here in front
Your
of us.
winners, the LOB.
If that's the way that the Legacy of Brutality is going to hug a guy, that's the absolute last thing that I would ever want.
LOB picking up the win here, guys. Cove and KTD did their best, but you can't beat a monster. LOB still continues on their tear.
Look at this. It's not enough to win the match. You got to clear the ring when you're LOB.
KTD just taking another slam.
Oh, look at Cashflow.
Cashflow. Oh, gosh. Big.
Gets him with the payload, that big splash.
Oh, Bizzo and Katina out here. Complete package trying to take it to LOB.
What are they doing out here? I think they're barking up the wrong tree right now. You don't want to mess with LOB.
All right, we need to get more refs out here.
Madness in the ring right now. You got LOB taking down KTD, Cove, and also complete package.
Bizzo and Katina should have stayed in the back where they belong.
Oh, we got more. We got the Tate Twins coming out.
They did a Brent Tate out here attacking the LOB. Remember the history we talked about before with them? Last time we saw them together, the Tates were bleeding from the mouth.
This is chaos out here.
Madness. We got to get the officials got out here and get this under control.
I think you could empty the entire OVW locker room. I'm not so sure they could contain the Legacy of Brutality.
What are the Tates doing? Going up top and taking out everybody.
Huge splashes.
Oh my gosh, they got to get this under control.
Oh my goodness.
All right, the complete package and the Tate Twins clearing the ring.
Where's Dean Hill when you need him? Where's Dean Hill's law? Why isn't he out here to stop this?
Dean Hill's an older man. I don't want him in the middle of this, Shannon. The Tate Twins, the complete package, standing tall. LOB, really, you got to imagine, they are not done with these four men.
If you're like 58% of Americans, you never went to college. Or you did, but never finished. Why?
It was just a hassle going back and forth to campus.
At Independence University, all classes are online. No driving to campus.
No one at the college even knew my name.
At Independence U, you'll get a personal support team, and they'll all know your name.
Too many extra costs like books, fees, parking.
We don't have extra costs. We even give you a new laptop and tablet to keep when you graduate.
I couldn't fit my schedule around classes.
At Independence U, college fits your schedule.
4+ years to get a degree?
With us, you could finish in 3.
At a typical college, no one cares.
Caring about students is what we do best.
Independence University held my hand through the process.
Don't be afraid to take the leap because it has changed my life drastically. If I did it, you can do it too.
Independence U is designed for busy adults like you.
1-855-486-2551.
No, I think we've got enough. I think this is enough. Honestly, we should just do this. I feel like we should do this like finger by finger, or maybe even put some gauze in here.
Are your hands okay? What kind of hand sanitizer did you use? Hand sanitizer, I said. That would do this to your hands.
I probably had a lot of probably had a lot of toxins on my hands, and the sanitizer was so strong that it was just like ripping the toxins out, and that's probably what happened here.
Are you made of toxins? Because it ripped off your hands.
It's very toxic. You know that I'm toxic.
Oh, Britney Spears. That's beautiful.
So,
speaking of beautiful, we had a beautiful tag team match between the Tate Twins and the Iron Bear, Tom Coffey, and the Haitian Sensation. Check it out.
This seems wrong.
It is wrong.
We got the Haitian Sensation, Eugene, teaming up with the Iron Bear, Tom Coffey. He is a bead-wearing, wrestling, dancing machine, and I'm talking about the Haitian Sensation, not so much Tom Coffey, the Iron Bear. I think Tom Coffey's probably got some sweet moves in him, but yes, I think the Haitian Sensation is much more of a dancer, all the way back to his roots in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. And of course, he grew up in New Orleans after coming from Haiti. Tom Coffey, just trained by the best. Talking about Dr. Tom Pritchard, talking about Chase Stevens, the natural. You couldn't ask for two different individuals right here, but they are both impressive in the ring. Both very
And their opponents, the Tate Twins.
Speaking of impressive, it's time to slam, Eric. That's right, Brandon and Brent. The Tate Twins making their way to the ring. Here they are. These guys are making quite the impression coming back to OVW, where they started 8 years ago, right here. The Tate Twins came back to OVW and immediately made impressions and shot to the top of the OVW tag team division. Lately, we have seen, last time we saw them had some issues with Anthony Katina and Tony Rizzo, the complete package. That they did, but it seems right now they're all about the ring pop. I think they're all about the 90s. Even this song is a little bit of that 90s flair.
Absolutely. Love it. Well, these guys, I mean, I tell you what, they've been all over the world since they first started in OVW, trained by OVW original Nick Dinsmore, but they've been in the ring with all of the tag team greats. From Dudleys to Vikings, the Best Friends to Young Bucks, they've been in the ring with all of them.
Well, not only that, the Tate Twins have been all over the place. They have held titles in so many organizations, I've lost count. And this time last year, they were defending their tag titles against Jushin Thunder Liger in England. The Tate Twins are no slouches.
No, and they're back home, and they're ready to pick up that gold right here at OVW. But they got to get past the Haitian Sensation in Coffey in this match.
Brandon Tate here starting things off with Eugene. Looks like they're having a little fun here starting out.
Play action here. What's going on?
Oh, and it looks like we are done playing. Looks like we're getting straight to the action. A couple swings and misses. Oh, that's
that kid ain't playing. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, big old chop. They felt that one back in Haiti, Eric.
The Haitian Sensation looking down at Tate. Coming across and big old drag.
Now, Eric, as we said, the Tate Twins are a very formidable team. If this odd pairing of the Haitian Sensation and Tom Coffey can somehow pick up the win over the Tate Twins, you got to imagine, that's going to open some eyes here in OVW.
Well, yeah, after the big layoff, you know, the LOB has held on to those titles. They're the longest reigning OVW champions in history. And now we're looking at a big drop kick by the Tate Twins.
Brent Tate has to move his brother out of the way. They forgot who the legal man was there.
But as I was saying, everybody's looking to knock off the LOB, whether it's the Tate Twins, whether it's complete package, or it could be a new team like the Sensation here and the Iron Bear, who is just tagged in.
Yeah, I was about to say, speaking of that, Iron Bear's in. Now, we have seen Tom Coffey in action before.
Yeah, he said, let's get serious. He's not about dancing like the Sensation is.
Now, Tom Coffey is all about picking up those wins. Now, the important thing about Tom Coffey is while he is a big, burly man, he's also very quick on his feet.
He can move, and he loves to get back to old school like a straight clothesline to the face.
Yeah, that's like speaking of quick on his feet, he just took Brent Tate off his feet with that big old clothesline.
I'm glad that you can tell the Tate Twins apart, because I cannot.
Oh yeah, we're very good friends. I know them both very well.
You're friends with everybody.
I'm a very likable guy, Eric. I don't know what you want me to say. Brent Tate now reeling Tom Coffey, taking it to him in the corner.
The Iron Bear says, let's get serious. Going to put a big old boot to the throat.
Tom Coffey just trying to psychologically damage his opponents as well as physically, really trying to talk them down and take that momentum out of them, emotionally speaking.
Referee Dave Harmon's sure to make him know he's only got a 5 count to keep that choke on.
Big double team there from the Haitian sensation and the Iron Bear. Brenton Tate still reeling. Big old clubs to the chest. You can tell this team is focused on the midsection there. Brent Tate trying to take out his breathing passages.
Absolutely, and now going for vertical suplex, snap suplex there.
Haitian switch go for the win. Oh!
You see, not only did he hook the leg, but he also hooked his own hands. That gives you better leverage on that pin there, but couldn't keep him down.
Yeah, I'll say gave him better leverage. Didn't really make a bit of difference because Brent Tate kicked that on instinct there.
The big Iron Bear back in again. Tate into the corner.
Just every move this Tom Coffey does looks like it hurts, Eric.
This is going to hurt. Oh! Whoa, it's going to hurt.
All right, Brent Tate there, tagging in his brother Brandon now. Brandon, off the top rope, big cross body.
Of the rafters. Now he's firing up on Coffey.
Brandon Tate coming in with a house of fire, head full of, momentum. Cross body again. He's just going back to that well and getting all the water, Eric.
Look out, Dave Harmon.
Oh. Tom Coffey goes for him again, but Brandon Tate out of the way.
Oh, missed the clothesline. What's this?
Brandon Tate with the...
Oh! What's this? Boots to the midsection. There's no easy way to do that.
No, there's a head scissor, roll, double stomp maneuver. Haitian sensation enough to break at the pin, though.
Give it any fancy name you want. That's 2 boots right to the belly. That's what that is.
Oh!
Communication there.
Took out his own partner.
Dancing machine.
Iron Bear left alone there with the Tate Twins. Oh, double boost to the face. Is this going to be? Oh. That's it. Picked up the win.
Here's your winners, the Tate Twins.
Brent Tate picking up the win, Eric, over a very impressive Tom Coffey and Haitian sensation Jude G.
Moving up the rankings, getting closer and closer to that title shot with the LOB, and you know they want to take those titles here tonight.
The Tate Twins are close. You can tell they can smell the gold. They got a little bit of a hurdle in the form of a complete package to get through first. We'll see what happens to these guys in the coming weeks.
More Overdrive coming up. The Tate Twins.
Well, hello, OVW land. Your Warlord of Weird, Sinbodi, your demolition clown, has been trapped for so long. But the decision makers, Al Snow, the Academy, the Board of Directors, the Lizard People, I think it's a good idea to unleash me back into an OVW ring. Whoever steps in that ring with me, well, they ain't brave. They're just gonna be a big slappy, stupidity dum-dum. Because bravery, without recognizing fear, is pure stupidity. And I'm pent up, man, and I'm ready to do what I love. So OVW, get ready, because I'm coming, and I'm coming soon. Get ready!
Have you ever had the dream of being a part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment? Take action and make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, Ohio Valley Wrestling, the birthplace of legends such as John Cena, Batista, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes, The Miz, and many, many more. Will you be the next name to be added to that impressive list? Go to ASWA Live now for more information. Learn the right way.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Then get on board with the Tax Admiral and let us steer your way to financial freedom.
Helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, are facing an audit, a lien, or levy, then call me right away. You're in charge with the Tax Admiral. Call me now for your free emergency consultation.
Call 855-898-0188.
Now, welcome back to OVW Overdrive, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this past Tuesday at OVW Television, we had even more action. Tony Gunn comes out to the ring and starts disrespecting the fans, disrespecting the arena that we're performing in, and none other than Reverend Ronnie Roberts himself comes out to kind of stand up for not only the arena, but all of OVW's fans.
That's right. The clouds opened and the angels sang, and out come the Reverend Ronnie Roberts to hold court, to defend his congregation, if you will. Hand to God, we were all surprised. Check out what happened next. We didn't even put gauze on. It just hurt more taking it off.
Why'd you take it off?
Here right now for the OVW Heavyweight Championship. Now, can I get an amen?
It is. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Right here, right now. The thing is this. The competitors tonight for that #1 contender, they don't deserve to be in the ring with me, much less a nobody like you.
I thought you might say that. I'm so disappointed. You know, maybe we should change your name to Tony Nunn instead of Tony Gunn, because I think the Lord missed a couple pieces when he was putting you together.
You want to step in the ring with a champion? You want to prove yourself? You got it. But just to prove yourself, just to see what you are, this is a non-title match. Just to see what you can do, because I'm kind of interested.
To put the championship in the collection plate, but I'm not so sure that the Reverend has a collection plate big enough for the World Heavyweight.
Oh, Tony goes for that ripcord right at the beginning, but Reverend Ronnie gets the roll-up.
For the World Heavyweight
he was
OVW
a hair away.
Championship.
Corner.
Now, Tony's not in his ring gear, so he may be at a bit of a disadvantage here.
Reverend Ronnie Roberts turns it around. Tony Gunn gives it a couple. Oh, big splash to the corner. Big snapmare takeover. Big drop kick from Reverend Ronnie Roberts, kicking the soul right out of Tony Gunn.
A lot here.
You got to imagine, guys.
Hits him with the chop block.
Tony Gunn.
Smart move by Tony. I got to give it to him.
Ronnie Roberts. Oh, big baseball slide. Tony ducks away. Oh. Ronnie Roberts still takes Tony Gunn's face into the mat.
He sees the Reverend as a guy who is at the very back of the line.
The Reverend's going for that hand of God. We've seen it before.
This is an illegal maneuver here, as far as I'm concerned.
Illegal?
Yeah, put the glove back on.
If you don't like it, doesn't make it illegal. Oh, but Tony reverses and gets that big knee in the face of Reverend Ronnie Roberts.
Big frog knee and
look at the kill shot.
There it is. Ronnie reversed it twice, but Tony connected right on the button.
Cold.
That's all she wrote right there.
All right, Reverend Ronnie Roberts looking to the heavens. Tony Gunn picks up the win.
That's right, the Reverend tried to go for an illegal move right there because you don't know where that hand's been. We're in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. He took off his glove. He got exactly what he deserved, and that's the kill shot from Tony Gunn.
Be that as it may, Shannon, Tony Gunn picks up the win here of Reverend Ronnie Roberts after this impromptu match. Heavyweight champion Tony Gunn looking great going into episode 1100.
You know, I feel like lately I've been a little hard on you. And I feel, what are you doing? Stop that.
I'm just
I don't like
entertaining the fans is what I'm doing.
They're not entertained. Don't do that. They don't like that.
No?
I don't like that.
No.
But look, I've been hard on you. I was just hard on you again. But look, I want you to know you're doing a great job. You're really lighting up the camera.
Does that not hurt your hands?
You got a real electrifying personality.
Well, thank you very much. That's great. What the hell is going on? I love a good comment. I guess his hands still hurt from before. Now, we had huge implications in this next match. #1 contendership between the returning rock star Ryan Howe and second-generation superstar Brian Pillman Jr. Check it out. OVW Heavyweight Championship match goes to the winner of this match here.
Steven, you're absolutely right. We saw Ryan Howe pick up that impressive victory last week over the Nestle, Damone Solovino. Hard-fought victory, if I might add. Damone really put
quite the hard-fought victory.
Really made a name for himself last week, but Ryan Howe eked out the victory. Now again, facing Brian Pillman Jr. for the chance to win the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
And his opponent, Brian Pillman Jr.
There he is, Brian Pillman Jr., guys, making his way to the ring. Just debuted in OVW a few weeks ago now. The #1 contendership match for the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
That's right, he's got the attitude, the confidence, the cockiness. He has all the tools that it takes to be a top superstar here in OVW. OVW, this right here, is going to be, without a doubt, his toughest challenge in Ryan Howe.
You say that, but I mean, we saw Brian Pillman Jr. topple even in a game Corey Storm a couple weeks ago, Shannon.
Oh, I know, I remember that, but Ryan Howe again, look at this, look at this. Ryan Howe is not going to take that from Pillman matchup, and it looks like Oh, hey!
Oh, Ryan Howe now disrespecting Pillman Jr.'s hair.
If there's one thing you don't do, it's disrespect another man's mullet.
Well, it's business in the front, party in the back, and you don't go into another man's party and insulting him. Pillman Jr. taking exception.
Yeah, but big shoulder block on Ryan Howe. I think Ryan might have gotten under his skin a little bit, if
That's
not
right.
under his hair.
Those are fighting words right there, insulting another man's mullet.
Now
you don't do that.
We're still getting started in the action here, but these two definitely having a war of words and a war of the minds currently.
Oh, and they're going to go
exchanging chops now.
back and forth.
Oh, Ryan Howe just taking the chops but delivering them right back to Pillman Jr., but Howe rocked, and now Pillman throws him off the ropes, but Ryan reverses. Oh, big back body drop. Howe sends Pillman reeling.
Oh my goodness, almost sent him through the roof here.
Through the roof and back through the ring, Steve. You're not wrong now. Howe setting up, got Pillman over in the corner. Oh! Pillman rolls out of the way. Howe gets a face full of turnbuckle and then a face full of clothesline. Pillman Jr. coming back. Catches Howe with that big boot. Brian Pillman off the top rope. Oh! Sunset flip from the top rope. Tries to get a pin. Oh, but now Howe reverses it.
Oh.
These two back and forth. It's been this way throughout this match. There's another
Goes for the
pin.
backslide. 1, 2. Oh my God, the action's so fast and
Pillman
furious.
just wore himself out. Goes to a knee, and Howe capitalizes. Goes for that roll up. I can't call this. It's too fast.
Yeah, no, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to let the action speak for itself.
Oh, Pillman goes for that M1 Grand, but can't pull it off. Howe.
And then Howe going for the double arm DDT.
But Pillman gets out. Oh, super kick to the midsection. Takes the breath out of Howe there.
And he's got him up. M1.
Oh, hits him with the M1 Grand. Is that going to be enough? I can't believe it. Brian Pillman Jr. is the #1 contender for the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
Your winner, Brian Pillman Jr.
Next week, we're going to see Tony Gunn put his OVW Heavyweight Championship on the line against Brian Pillman Jr.
Even more of a reason to tune in next week to see those two collide.
It's unbelievable. It took him no time to rise to the top. Now he gets the opportunity of a lifetime to become OVW Heavyweight Champion at episode 1100 next week.
OVW 1100 was going to be big. It just got made gigantic. Next week, OVW Heavyweight Champion Tony Gunn faces off against the man with wrestling in his veins, Brian Pillman Jr. for the Heavyweight Championship. Brian Kennison.
Ladies and gentlemen, now you've got a #1 contender for the OVW Championship.
No, we're not done
Brian
yet.
Pillman Jr., great second-generation wrestler, now here in OVW. What have you got on your mind?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at it right now. You're looking at history being made at Ohio Valley Wrestling. And I've worked so hard to earn an opportunity at this company, a place that I actually took my first bump in an OVW ring in the Danny Davis Arena. And it's all come full circle when I come for that title.
Let me ask you something, Brian. When you come here next week, episode 1100, have you seen Tony Gunn, and what do you think about what he can do?
Tony Gunn's a bad, bad dude. I'll give that to him. But you can bring your bazookas, you can bring your rifles, and you can bring all your guns. But I'm bulletproof. Brian Pillman Jr.
Our #1 priority in life is the protection of our loved ones and ourselves. We at Comprehensive Health and Wellness are here to help. During these challenging and uncertain times, Comprehensive Health and Wellness can supply you with the personal protection equipment you need for you and your loved ones to feel more secure. Go to chw.care or call 800-963-7066 to get yours today. That's chw.care or 800-963-7066.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Overdrive. My tag team partner here, Big BK Bryan Kennison, seems to have disappeared. But his hands were smoking. Hopefully he went to the emergency room. Smoking is dangerous. Don't smoke, kids. Now, big main event. we've got lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the Legacy of Brutality against Holy Beef. That's right, Holy Beef. Reverend Ronnie Roberts and Big Beef, with an ending that you will have to see to believe. Check it out.
I have things to do, I have food to eat, and I have better places to be than here. So why don't you play out our next victims and see what happens when the LOB gets bored.
Okay, strong words from my boys, the LOB, but they got some strong competition tonight. Reverend Ronnie
and their opponents.
And Big Beef.
Reverend Ronnie Roberts and Big Beef Garvin.
Well, you will see. First of all, Josh Ashcraft was giving you the stink eye too, despite what you think.
No, that's just like it's the best friend look we give each other.
Well, here we go. We've got, well, as Josh Ashcraft called him,
what a beautiful thing the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad. Can I get an amen?
Looks like Reverend Roberts is going to give us the word.
Amen.
L-O-B, ha! You come out of here and you're doing a lot of talking, ha! Especially for someone. It seems like you got some supporters, huh? But you know what? I'm more concerned with G-O-D. G-O-D, because that's the man I work for, huh? And he's put me and Big Beef here, Gnarls Garvin, in front of you tonight. So forget about a legacy of brutality, because it's time for Big Beef and the Reverend to get together and brew up a little holy beef. Now can I get an amen?
Amen! Amen! Come on now.
I like Reverend Ronnie, but I can't let Josh see me getting into this. He's like, you know, he'll disassociate me.
The Reverend and Brother Beef. I like this.
Now, you didn't hear this from me, but Gnarls Garvin's actually in the choir at Reverend Ronnie's church.
Is he really?
He's got a beautiful soprano.
That is awesome.
Well, I mean, good falsetto too. He's got a lot of range.
What else do you learn there at Champions Trailer Park in Louisville, Kentucky? You learn how to sing, and that's right.
You learn how to praise, you learn how to worship. Oh, LOB trying to get this started early, but Beef and Ronnie duck out of the way.
They have been the two most impressive new talents of OVW.
Double back body
wow, look at that.
Oh, big double clothesline. Looks like the Reverend and Beef are on the same page.
LOB is reeling right now. As I was saying, these two guys probably two of the most impressive of the new talent here in OVW.
You're not wrong, but LOB's got a plan. Paul Lee from Jersey told me he's an LOB friend. If you're not in the LOB, you wouldn't know. He told me LOB came in with a plan tonight, and they're going to execute. You just give it time.
Well, here we go. Officially underway now. Going to start off with Big Beef, Gnarls Garvin, and the big man, Cash Flow.
Well, let's be fair. The match starts when the LOB says it starts. It started officially already.
Oh, there's that big old clothesline. The Beefer.
I think he calls that the Big Beefy clothesline, if I'm not mistaken.
And what else would you call it? A tag to the good Reverend.
Now, the Reverend we saw take Tony Gunn to the absolute limit, almost pulled an upset win over the OVW Heavyweight Champion a couple weeks ago.
I think Gunn was underestimating the Reverend, and he didn't really know what he was in for, but he found out really quick.
Now, you got to imagine the LOB had watched that match back. Oh, big kick, Isaiah off the top rope, taking that arm out of socket almost.
The tag team division here in OVW better than it's ever been. New tag teams popping up all over the place. And here, just another example with the Reverend and Big Beef. Could they be another contender at OVW Tag Team Championship Gold? And if they can get a win on the champs, you got to think they got to be in contention.
If somehow Reverend Ronnie and Big Beef can pull up the upset win over the LOB, yes, you have to imagine that puts them somewhere in title contention, or at least it's going to open some eyes to the possibilities of that becoming a reality. That is a huge mountain to climb, Eric.
Oh, absolutely. Uh-oh, Chop Shop open.
Oh, Chop Shop's open. It might just broke the front window of the Richter scale of that one.
Say what you want about a chop. Some people say it's just to make noise, but that's going to knock the wind out of you. And if you can't breathe, you can't fight.
I think it did more than knock the wind out, knock the Holy Spirit right out of him.
Big Beef trying to get this crowd here in Jeffersonville behind the Reverend.
Gosh. Cash just raking at the eyes and the nose of Reverend Ronnie there. Oh! Oh, over 300 pounds of cash coming down in that arm.
Absolutely, and you know what? And here comes the Ninja in, Isaiah. And I tell you what, if it wasn't bad enough for these two, which, you know, Isaiah and Cash Flow, great superstars, but you got the East End Villain. You've got Big Zo, and you've got the newest member of the LOB, the Chicago Bear Hug, Steve Michaels at ringside. I mean, the odds are against these two.
They absolutely are, but you also have to realize this is what they consider their house. This is their area. LOB, all of them have a storied history here within these walls. They've left it behind. They've moved on to greener pastures. Gnarls and Reverend see this as their home, and LOB spitting on their home, on their carpet.
Well, I mean, they're going to let them know that this isn't the Davis Arena, but you know what? It doesn't really matter to the LOB. They're going to take names and punish anybody that comes anywhere near them, no matter what arena they're in.
Right now, they're punishing Reverend Ronnie. Ronnie has not been able to get Gnarls Garvin in for quite a bit, and he's wearing down as the LOB's just picking away at him like vultures. And you got to remember, as Josh Ashcraft said earlier, they always have the numbers game. You got Zo and Steve Michaels, different parts of the ring, basically shark circling for Ronnie and Gnarls.
Look at Big Cash Flow just choking all the life, all the air out of Reverend Ronnie Roberts.
You gotta
trying to wear him down.
You gotta imagine Ronnie's already having trouble breathing after those chops. That bear hug is not doing him any favors, but now he's out of it and throwing those elbows to Cash. Oh, Ronnie Roberts going for a roll up. It looks like Cash caught him. Cash overpowers him.
Hey, you're not coming back here.
He ain't gonna overpower Cash Flow. That ain't gonna happen. Oh, but there he goes with a big roll up.
1, 2.
What? Did he get him? Oh, he got him. What? Reverend Ronnie Roberts. I don't believe it.
Here's your winner.
I don't believe it.
Reverend Ronnie Roberts.
Holy cow! Holy smokes! Holy beef! Big win by Holy Beef over the Legacy of Brutality. Now, who would have saw that coming? Wait. What are you doing? What are you?
I'm gonna shoot you, Steve. I'm gonna shoot you in the wiener. Yeah.
Don't
I'm gonna
shoot.
humiliate
No,
you.
I've got
They're
big.
gonna think you peed on yourself. You spent the last weeks. Maybe thinking I'm a women's champion. You put a laptop on top of me.
No.
You put a laptop.
I did, and then she pinned you, and then I counted it.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Water.
And then you're
water
gonna be
under
embarrassed.
the bridge.
Everyone's gonna laugh at you. And it's gonna be something you're gonna pee himself. Stephen P. Johnson. They're gonna call you.
Don't
Here
you
it comes.
Nope.
Come on. It's embarrassing. There he goes. I'm gonna get you now. Here
No,
it comes.
don't
It's
you-
good.
don't you do it.
No, I'm in the fake pee. I'm in the fake pee.
He's laying in fake pee, ladies and gentlemen. And he's crying. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Brian, are you gonna? OVW Overdrive. You gonna be all right, man? Jesus, you're just. God, that's sad.
Our number one priority in life is the protection of our loved ones and ourselves. We at Comprehensive Health and Wellness are here to help. During these challenging and uncertain times, Comprehensive Health and Wellness can supply you with the personal protection equipment you need for you and your loved ones to feel more secure. Go to chw.care or call 800-963-7066 to get yours today. That's chw.care or 800-963-7066.